everybody, welcome to this week's edition of Rock and Pop Vinyls. And so we're going to go ahead and start the show off right away with our final album, and hopefully not the final album, but the final album in their library right now, and it's Anthrax's For All Kings. And in commemoration of that, I am wearing my For All Kings t-shirt that I picked up in 2016 at the North American tour for this album. So with that said, like I said, 2016 was this last release from Anthrax. They're currently in the studio actually getting ready for another release. So hopefully we're supposed to expect that sometime this year, maybe in the fall. And I'm really excited about that. This album to me is, you know, I had talked about worship music the last episode, about how I felt that was my favorite album by Anthrax. And just sonically, the return of Joey. I had a couple of miscues last week, and I think sometimes when I'm filming, my mouth gets ahead of my brain. I accidentally called Frank Bello Joey Bello. I don't know, good thing I don't have a lot of subscribers to catch me on my little accidents like that. I also was talking about their interim singer between the return of Joey and John Bush, called him Dan Jensen. His name was Dan Nielsen. So that one I'll let slide just because he wasn't around long enough to even make a record. So I'll just let that go. But anyway, it is Frank Bello, not Joey Bello. I was getting Joey Belladonna and Frank Bello mixed up. Anyway, this record came out in 2016, 5 years after worship music. And to be honest with you, it exceeds worship music. There was a couple changes that went on. One, obviously, the length of time, and the departure of Rob Caggiano, who was the lead guitarist of Anthrax for, I want to say, the better part, ever since the departure of Dan Spitz until this record. On lead guitar was John Donius. I'm hoping I'm saying that correctly. He came over from Shadows Fall, the Boston-based metalcore act that was there for the longest time. I'm a huge Shadows Fall fan, but they had all broken up, and each member going on to different adventures. This one being John Donius going to Anthrax on lead guitar. Matter of fact, their drummer from Shadows Fall, Jason Bittner, is now the drummer of Overkill. Overkill has a new album that just came out this past weekend. He also did an album in 2016 as well with the Arizona thrash band Flotsam and Jetsam. The bass player, I believe, is in, I don't know why I'm drawing a blank on the name, but he is in a band with the former lead guitarist of Megadeth, Chris Broderick, and the former drummer of Megadeth. They formed a band, and like I said, it's escaping me, and I feel bad. I should have that down, but anyway, he joined that band. And their lead singer, Brian, from what I understand, he's just doing production and being I'm not sure if he ended up having a baby or what, but he's pretty much been just a homebody. You know, I'm sure he's out, you know, you don't stop doing what you're doing. But anyway, with this album, it's just unbelievable. The lead guitarist by John Donius the lead guitar by John Donius is just fantastic. An amazing replacement for Rob Caggiano, who actually, when he left Anthrax, he joined Volbeat, and that's another one of my favorite bands as well. This record just had so many great tracks on it. I'm really hoping that the new record they're working on is in this vein. They're kind of on a winning streak right now with worship music. This, even Anthems, which was a cover record, a lot of rock staple classics that they covered, and they're really on a hot streak right now. And they're on a lot of tours coming up. They're on the Mega Cruise coming up with Megadeth, Testament, Overkill. I would just love to go on this thing if it wasn't for my fear of water. But anyway, let's go ahead, and without further ado, we'll go ahead and get this album started just so we can get this program on the way. All right, For All Kings by Anthrax. Well, this week we don't have a mystery box, so Taylor won't be joining me. Not because of the mystery box, but actually I was recording this a little late and she's got school tomorrow, so she's got to sleep. But I did do some shopping, and I did have a bunch of mail come in for my mail call. So we'll go ahead and start with the mail call. And I wanted to do kind of a comparison because I haven't opened this stuff yet. I know what I ordered, but I know for a couple episodes in a row I had brought up the fact that I would not order pops from Amazon anymore. And the reason why is every time I order from Amazon, the results have been really poor. I'm kind of on the quest right now of finishing my Nightmare Before Christmas pop collection, and there's a lot of them out there, so I'm just whittling away at it. And to stay kind of frugal, I kind of went onto Amazon and started shopping, and I found a couple that I wanted that were within a great price range, and I took a gamble and I ordered them. I have not opened them yet. I'm saving them for this episode, and honestly, I'm good intentions. I hope they are fantastic, and I hope that on the show I'm not opening another Amazon disaster with pops. I also ordered a box from eBay, and I believe if we'll start with that one in my mail call here. This one here, I want to say is, I've honestly forgot already. But anyway, I ordered it on eBay. The price was right. I'm just kind of trying to shore up a bunch of my collections right now, one piece at a time. A lot of times I do not, I don't get the entire collection right away, especially if it's something that's going to have a lot of common pops. Like I think I said last episode when I picked up the Flash right here, my buddy the Flash. I only picked him up. I do have interest in the rest of the set, but there's literally no rush for it whatsoever. But I do have a tendency to look at my collection. I'll check it out on my little readout on the PBG, the Pop Price Guide, and look at where I'm at with certain collections, and I'll go back and I'll try to acquire ones. Oh, actually, this is actually a new acquisition. This isn't to complete a set. Now I remember. Okay, so I found this on eBay, and the price was right. I think I paid $10, even with shipping. I don't have a lot of these yet, but this will actually be my second ever NBA pop. I went ahead and ordered this LeBron James, Los Angeles Lakers, in his purple jersey. On the PPG right now, I think he's he's only about 15-16 bucks, but I did get him for $10 with free shipping, so not bad at all. He's in good shape, it looks like. We got a little bit of a minor tear up there in the corner, but there's no dents or anything like that. Maybe that's the reason I got him for 10 bucks, I don't know. But he just came out. He's the more expensive of the two. There's one in a white jersey, and then there's this purple one. I thought he was really sharp. I did order the Michael Jordan one. I just haven't received him yet. So I can't wait to get that one, just because I was a kid of the 80s and 90s NBA. I'm not a real big fan of today's current landscape with the NBA. That's a whole nother rant, but I'm going to go ahead and leave that alone. But anyway, this LeBron James is pretty sharp, and I'm looking to start my NBA to kind of go along with my NFL and NHL. I have a very extensive NFL. I'm a diehard NFL fan, regardless of what goes on out there, but I am. All right, and then my second mail call here is from our good friends at Hot Topic, and I know what this one is. This is to complete my Office Space set. So last week when I got Milton, and that's one that was really fun to get. And then of course I got my Bill Lundberg right up here. So this should be my Joanna. And hopefully will be our wonderful Hot Topic self, and it's amazing packaging that I love from them. And so far so good. Let's see what we got. Yep, we got our individual boxes here. So This is our, yes, so our Office Space, our Peter, and our Joanna. We'll go ahead and take a look at those real quick. And I love our little coupons they send us. So I got 15% off, or no, $15 off my next 50 purchase. That's not a bad coupon. Because trust me, I will spend more than that. So I'll gladly take the $15 off 15 there. My $50 purchase anyway. So anyway, this is our Joanna. This was the character that was played by Jennifer Aniston. And I love the way they made her up. And of course, again, this is in perfect condition. They made her up in her waitress gear with all of her flair. If everyone remembers where she talked about all of her flair, you got to wear all your pins and buttons, and yeah, she's a nice looking pop. All right. Oh yeah, beautiful condition, beautiful lines. There's no dents, no nothing like that. Again, thank you, Hot Topic. And you know, I mentioned about 3 episodes. I had a really bad experience with Hot Topic back in December, where I had 2 pops delivered, and they were not like this. They were literally, one of them was just in bubble wrap, and another one was put into a bag. And I was really surprised. I was like, wow. And then when I opened them, they were completely destroyed. The 2 that I ordered were Austin Powers, and I had ordered Wayne from the Wayne's World series. They were awesome enough to replace them. And so there was no charge or anything like that. And the second time they came to me, they came just like this. So I don't know what happened there, but anyway, they were nice enough to replace them. So Hot Topic was great in that aspect. And we have our final character of the Office Space series, Peter Gibbons himself, and he looks in fantastic shape. So my Office Space collection is complete, folks. We got them all, so I'll be really happy about that. And I'll add them up to my Lundberg and Milton right behind me. I was going through the garage the other day, and I was telling myself, I'm like, you know, I know I put 7 cases of Pops out there, and I was like, it really wasn't that many. Oh my lord, folks, I can open a store. It's gotten that out of control. It was actually 8 cases, mind you, and in those 8 cases, it was about 600 Pops. Right now, I'm sitting on just shy of 1,400 combined. And that doesn't count the new ones that are coming in. I have deliveries coming in all the time. I am a bona fide Pop addict. I started doing this collection in September of 2016. I haven't taken a break. I had a couple lulls, but I never took a break, and right now I'm back in the thicket of it. I'm on fire. So anyway, these came out fantastic. I like my LeBron. I like that. Okay, here we are. We got 2 boxes. They're both from Amazon. Each one of these should have, it's just I'm still not complete with my Nightmare Before Christmas. I'm getting there, so I'm just chipping away. But these 2 particular Pops, they were literally only $7. And of course, I'm a Prime member, so there was no shipping. And I got it in 2 days. Okay, there's a lot of selling points with Amazon. I'm never going to take that part away. I just wish my items would come in good shape, and for some reason Pops just don't seem to make it through the Amazon machine that it is. I'm sure a lot of that has to do with the fact that these Pops are probably just sitting on a shelf in a warehouse somewhere, you know, and it's someone who's paid to go sit there with a picking number, throw it in a box, slap your good old black crime tape on there, and send it out. I get all that. But there's still an obligation as a company, at least as far as I'm concerned, to consumer satisfaction. And I haven't had that. So let's go ahead and see if I can get lucky here with our Amazon. And I'm not going to lie, I cringe every single time. I remember the first time I bought a Pop from Amazon. It was about October of 2016 when I started this adventure. And I bought, I don't know if he's... I bought this Robin back here. I don't know if you can see him. This number 2 Robin from the Superheroes line. He looks amazing up front, but his back is kicked in. And of course, I didn't know. I just figured, that's, you know, I mean, I was still very wary because prior to collecting Pops, I had been collecting action figures forever anyway, since I was at least 14 years old. I mean, on the show, all we do is talk about my Pops. If we got into my action figure collection that's down in my garage, that is a whole nother world. So I've been in the collecting business for a while. I'm very wary of, aware of the importance of packaging and, you know, and its value later on down the road. So I did treat the Pops the same way. But being new to it at the time, I was just like, I chalked it up to, you know, it's just one accident from Amazon. But then it became one after another, after another, after another, and I stopped doing it. Okay, so here we are. We're opening up. We got a nice piece of air bubble on top. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Huh. Well, I cannot believe I just did this on camera. Okay, so not only are we're in luck, we're not damaged, but I didn't even get the product I ordered. If I could show you what I ordered, it's not this. I am getting a Sally 5-star. I did not order this, folks. I'm sure this is something cool. I'm not into the 5 stars yet. I have nothing against them, but I'm not going to start something new. But I did not order this. I did not order this at all. Sorry if I seemed a little peeved, but wow. So, hey, great shape. It's in fantastic condition, but this is not what I ordered. I didn't order this at all. What I ordered was, well, I'll know in a second if I ordered this one. I ordered 2 items, but one of them was, well, it's escaping me what I ordered. I need to open this to find out. But I did order, I ordered Shock, which they actually have a version on the 5 stars here. There's Shock right there. That's kind of cool. But I ordered the Shock Pop, and then I ordered the Harlequin Demon. That's what I ordered. So right now I'm sitting on a Sally 5-star that I didn't order. I don't even know how that happened. And I ordered... Okay, so here's the Harlequin Demon. I did order this. And we are in bubble wrap. And in the bubble wrap, it looks like we might actually made the Amazon machine. I'm kind of bummed because I really wanted that Shock. It was a good price. It was only $7, as was the Harlequin Demon here. So it made sense to pick them up at that with that price point with no shipping. They're worth a little bit more than that in the PVG and on Stashpedia. But well, it looks like they're trying now. Looks like they're, I wonder if they've had enough complaints about these coming in so damaged. I mean, they've got to know the nature of these, that this is a collector's deal. You know what I mean? I'm sure there's not a lot of just random buys for Pops. I mean, this is a collector's deal here. So this is the Harlequin Demon. This is what I ordered. Well, it looks like I'll be calling Amazon tomorrow, because this 5-star Sally, she's kind of sharp, kind of dig her. But all right, so here we are. We got our Harlequin Demon, which I did order this. It looks, for the most part, in pretty good shape. I'm not seeing any of the display. The clear display is, I always look to make sure it's straight edged and not dented in, and then I always look for creases in the back and the tops. And this looks really good. This is a really cool looking Pop. Really cool looking. This is the Harlequin Demon. So obviously with the Amazon thing, I was so worried about damage. Now I got to worry about getting the right product. Ah, bummer. Okay, so Harley Quinn Demon, that's what I got. And this Sally 5-star, like I said, I haven't done this 5-star. It's pretty cool. They got a little Velcro opening so it can open up, and I'm sure some of you are familiar with the Funko 5-star series. Like I said, it's really sharp. It's really cool looking. So all I need is one more thing to collect, though, a whole nother series. So I'll definitely be getting a hold of Amazon tomorrow about that. But this is the best I've ever got from Amazon. So maybe there's hope here. Okay, so there we go with Amazon, and that's officially our mail call. I did go shopping today, and I found some cool new pops that just hit the floor. One of them I actually already ordered, so this is gonna one of the ones I got today will be a second one. But we have the 40th anniversary of Alien, and it came out with this awesome Xenomorph alien. I don't know if you can see his skull through the top of his alien head there. It's transparent. And of course, I picked these out myself from the shelf, so they're going to be in a great condition. I'm not worried about that part. I sit there for a while picking these things out. And then we have Ripley in her spacesuit. This is only a 2-piece set, so really easy to do. But there you are, our Sigourney Weaver Ripley from Alien in her spacesuit. It's really detailed. These pops are getting more and more detailed. When they started out, they were pretty, the way they should have started out, pretty basic. Just they were meant to be bobbleheads at first, and then they've just evolved to borderline figures, you know. Before you know it, they're going to make them fully posable, which I'm not opposed to either, you know what I mean? Alright, and so my third pickup today, like I said, I already ordered this one, so I'll have a second one, but we have our newest Joker from the comic novella, the Death in the Family, one of my favorite Batman novels ever. This was one of the first times I ever read a really dark comic book that was made with popular characters. Around the time this comic book came out, I want to say I was about 12 or 13 years old, and to see Robin be killed by the Joker, I mean, I was just like, what did I just read? What did I just see with my eyes? You know, in comic book form, like it was a book. It's the first time I ever seen comic books in really lengthy. Now, of course, that was a mini series, but when I read it all the sections combined together into one book, Death in the Family, and I read it. And then that was right around time too. If I remember correctly, I think it was shortly after. This book was shortly after The Dark Knight Returns, Frank Miller's amazing opus per se, and really dark book. But I saw this pop coming out, and I already had pre-ordered them, and when I went out to the store today, I saw he was available, and I just told myself, just get another one, because someone will need one eventually down the road, or someone I know would really like him. He's really cool looking. He's got his face sewn on, and he's wearing his Joe looks like maintenance outfit, and they got him looking really crazy on the back here in black and white. You can see the Joker here, and of course one of my favorite bad guys ever in the comic world. So I'll have he'll actually show up next week in next week's mail call, but I had to have another one just because. So anyway, that was my shopping, and that was my mail call. There is no mystery box this week, and Taylor misses all of you. This is one of her favorite things that she and I get to do. You know, it's just a kind of a bonding thing that we really enjoy. So she'll be back next week, and hopefully we'll have a new mystery. We did have a mystery box on the way this week, but the gentleman who sold it to me decided to not be in business anymore. Had no problem taking my money, but I ended up with no mystery box. So that was a battle itself this week. My money was returned, and he closed down shop. So at least he did the right thing and returned my money. And anyway, unfortunately, I see a lot of that now, just people biting off more than they can chew and starting something and then can't follow through, and unfortunately that's what happened. I do have a mystery box that I did purchase today from another YouTube group, and hopefully once those come out I'll be able to do an unveiling of that, so that would be kind of fun as well. But I'm looking into a new mystery box this week, and we'll get Taylor back in here, and yeah. So anyway, thanks for watching this week's episode of Rock and Pop Vinyls, and we will be, like I said, we are done with Anthrax, so we're moving on to a little more in the A's catalog here. Actually, I'm not even really sure where we're going next with this. I think we were going, let's see, yeah, I think we're actually going to be going to Avenged Sevenfold. I'm not exactly sure. I think there's a couple in between there. But anyway, that will be our next time on Rock and Pop Vinyls. Anyway, thank you guys very much. See ya.